Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we are diving deep into QQQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a strong buy candidate, awarding it a score of 5.66. Now let us examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 6.81%. This equates to an average return of 0.2% per day since it was designated as a strong buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned within a strong and broad upward trend in the short term, indicating a likelihood of further growth within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 21.48% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 16.43% to 28.27%. In terms of a longer outlook, our 12-month analysis projects a change of 9.36%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 15.78% to positive 9.75% over the upcoming year. This would translate to a future price estimated to be between $468.85 and $611.1. Our latest daily update for QQQ features the headline, QQQ ETF upgraded from buy candidate to strong buy candidate following the trading session on Tuesday. The QQQ ETF price increased by approximately 0.0917% on the last trading day, Tuesday the 15th of July, 2025, rising from $556.21 to $556.72 during the last trading day. The ETF fluctuated by 0.740%. with a day low at $556.68 and a day high of $560.80. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 0.92% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 7 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 43 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $23.86 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $560.80, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is 0.73%, or $4.08, below the 52-week high of $560.80, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. Today, let's take a closer look at the Invesco QQQ ETF, as recent developments indicate both short-term volatility and long-term opportunities within the technology sector. As of the middle of July, analysts reported that the technology sector has rebounded significantly, pulling QQQ back into focus after a challenging start to the year. Despite being perceived as fairly valued, the sector is still seen as catalyst-rich, suggesting potential for future growth as new product developments and market dynamics unfold. Meanwhile, an active management strategy showcased by the FFOG ETF has outperformed QQQ since the beginning of the year, emphasizing the strong growth and momentum characteristics primarily driven by key players like NVIDIA. Investors may need to pay attention to these performance trends, as they could suggest shifting interest towards specific strategies that differ from a purely passive investment in QQQ. Additionally, with the Federal Reserve showing hesitance in altering interest rates, the backdrop for growth investment might remain positive, influencing QQQ's positioning as a go-to for large-cap growth exposure. Individual investors seeking broad market access may find this ETF compelling, especially as discussions around international technology opportunities intensify, highlighting the potential for diversification beyond the U.S. market. Overall, these developments could lead to fluctuating stock prices in the short term, but long-term perspectives appear cautiously optimistic as market conditions evolve. analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 9th of July, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned QQQ a hold rating with a hold action. On the same day, it was reported that Benchmark rated QQQ as outperform with a hold action. On Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, Benchmark assigned QQQ a negative rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, Benchmark gave QQQ a mixed rating with a hold action. Finally, on Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, Edward Jones rated QQQ as mixed with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. The chart today reveals mostly positive signals. The QQQ exchange-traded fund holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a favorable outlook for the fund. Additionally, a general buy signal emerges from the relationship between these two indicators, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. Should there be any downward corrections, support can be expected at $554.74 and $537. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, May 23, 2025, and so far, the fund has increased by 9.32%. Further upward movement is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is present from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a favorable technical signal. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving average convergence divergence, a buy signal. Pivots, a buy signal from 35 days ago. Bollinger, a buy signal from 8 days ago. Short-term moving average, a buy signal from 17 days ago. Long-term moving average, a buy signal from 57 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 53 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, a buy signal from 57 days ago. Long-term moving average, a buy signal from 45 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 36 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund identifies support just below today's level, stemming from accumulated volume at $524.79 and $519.11. There is an inherent risk when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level. If this level is breached, the fund may decline to the next support level. In this instance, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $524.79. Should this level be broken, the subsequent support from accumulated volume will be at $519.11 and $513.04. This exchange-traded fund typically experiences substantial trading volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is deemed low. Over the last day, the fund fluctuated by $4.12, which is a change of 0.74% between its high and low. In the past week, the fund has recorded a daily average volatility of 0.81%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This vital ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate a low expectation for the company's future or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, presenting a potential buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates the exchange-traded fund could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to decide when to exit. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at $524.79. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $536.90, reflecting a decline of 3.56%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits low daily fluctuations, contributing to a reduced risk profile. Additionally, a buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom identified 34 days ago. Is QQQ ETF the good buy? QQQ displays numerous positive indicators and is currently positioned within a robust upward trend. As the old adage goes, let the trend be your friend. Therefore, we regard it as a compelling option at this moment and anticipate further gains over the next 3 months. We have revised our analysis conclusion for this ETF from a buy to a strong buy candidate since our last evaluation. Upon examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 16th of July, we expect QQQ to open higher by $1.35, starting at $558.07. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.